Today, Vegeta loses what he's always wanted because of Bulma.
Prepare yourself, Dan Saiyan.
Subscribe and hit the notification bell to help us achieve the 300k mortal plan. Every soul counts. We are back with Vegeta falls in love with Bulma on Namek, the newest chapter. I'm going to have a link to the full playlist if you are not caught up in the description below, as well as the creator's Twitter account, so that way you can follow them for any new updates on the direction this story is going. Last we left off, the Earthlings have betrayed Vegeta, and Vegeta takes it out on Bulma, but then realizes that Bulma had no idea what was going on, and so he decides before Frieza gets there to throw Bulma into a pod and keep her safe, keep her hidden. That way Frieza doesn't use her as either leverage against him or doesn't kill her at all, because it is quite clear to Vegeta that he has a lot of personal feelings tied up with Bulma at the moment, but he is still determined to get his wish. Vegeta is big mad because he comes up on Krillin, grabbing him by his armor, and he knows that Krillin is the culprit behind stealing the Dragon Balls and trying to take all the wishes for themselves. Vegeta, gripping up on Krillin, yells at him, telling him that the woman wanted him to be merciful to them for this betrayal, but he is at the end of his patience, and I think Krillin finally realized that betraying Vegeta while Vegeta was alone with Bulma is not probably the smartest thing that he done, because Vegeta can take out all his anger, all his frustration on Bulma, and so Krillin realizes that he actually betrayed not only Vegeta but Bulma as well. And Vegeta takes this as leverage, telling Krillin that, oh, now you think about Bulma, well, you weren't thinking about her when you were stealing the Dragon Balls, insinuating that he has done something horrifying to the Earthling female. And he doesn't sugarcoat it. He says that Krillin is out of reach to save her, but Gohan thinks back on the way that Vegeta and Bulma were acting on the ship, and how Bulma seemed to have Vegeta on a leash. And Gohan was also peeking in on them when Vegeta fell asleep and Bulma was looking at him with love in her eyes. And Gohan at the time thought, again, adults are very weird, but he realizes now that Vegeta is lying. He's trying to get a rise out of Krillin because they stole the Dragon Balls. Gohan plays along and tells Krillin that they're going to use their Dragon Balls to get Bulma back, and they have one more wish left that they can give to Vegeta, essentially. And Krillin is not up for that plan, but it works out the exact same way as it did in the anime, and Vegeta throws him aside and picks up Little Green and forces him to do this wish. And now that Krillin's thought a little bit more about it, it is the best plan that they have, because they can take Frieza on alone. There is no guarantee that Piccolo is going to take Frieza on his own, and so there is one more wish left, and might as well let Vegeta have it. Vegeta is finally going to get what he wants. He is happy, but at the same time, he knows that if he had told them the truth that he tried to save Bulma, they wouldn't have believed it. But it's a good thing that Bulma is far away from here. Unfortunately for this situation to have worked, Bulma would have had to stay in the pod and left with the pod when it was leaving, but Bulma ended up hitting all the buttons, flying out of the pod, and fucking herself up a lot more than she probably would have had if Vegeta hadn't thrown her in there, and now she's running through Frieza's ship. Bulma legit messed herself up big time, and she even is bleeding from her head. That's how hard she hit herself when she flew out of the ship. And we see that Piccolo has finally made it to Namek, and he sees the dragon before him. So again, every piece is aligning the same way that it did in the anime, minus the relationship between Bulma and Vegeta. We even have Piccolo getting stopped by Nail, because Nail is about to give Piccolo the last bit of his energy and his ki. That way Piccolo can become strong enough to be a threat to Frieza. And all this is happening at the same time. Nail offering the key to Piccolo, Vegeta realizing that they are too late, and Bulma running through the ship, falling and struggling to get back to her feet as Vegeta realizes that Frieza has finally made it to Ground Zero. He is hovering behind them and he is pissed. Frieza congratulates Vegeta, well done, I couldn't have done it without you. But unfortunately, it is time for Frieza to take out the trash. And Bulma struggles to crawl toward what looks like a mechanic's kit with binoculars. I see a screwdriver there, not exactly sure what her endgame is, how she is going to help in this situation. Is she going to be more of a distraction for Frieza, or as a lot of people were saying in the comment section in the last video, is she going to be the catalyst for Vegeta to transform into a Super Saiyan before Goku? I don't know exactly which direction they're gonna go, but it looks like they are out of time because Frieza points his finger right at all three of them, and he is ready to end their existence if they don't give him what he wants. Vegeta has come too far and lost too much to give up now, and he flies toward Frieza before Frieza could use his finger to threaten them, grabbing his hand and pushing it back. And even Frieza is shocked at what is happening, how Earth has made Vegeta delusional that he can defeat Frieza, but Vegeta isn't the same guy that Frieza remembers, and this shows on the Scouter as his power rises to meet that of first form Frieza, breaking the Scouter, stalling Frieza enough for Vegeta to yell to make the wish, make Vegeta immortal so Vegeta can have a real shot at killing the tyrant. As Nail begins to fuse with Piccolo, giving him the energy that he needs to defeat Frieza, the dragon's eyes go black, and it looks like time is up. Little Green realizes that the Grand Elder Guru is gone. And as the fusion starts to take place, the dragon begins to disintegrate because the Grand Elder has passed away and the Dragon Balls are useless. It is the same exact scenario that happened in the anime, but in this one the catalyst is the fact that instead of Vegeta flying straight to Ground Zero to try to get that wish for himself, he spent all that time trying to save Bulma, essentially giving up his wish, and Bulma essentially stealing it because instead of Vegeta having his full undivided attention on the wish, he had his full undivided attention on Bulma, even declaring his feelings for her with a kiss. And now we are at the point where Vegeta is about to verse Frieza, with Piccolo coming in hot and Bulma having some sort of plan to either get Goku out of this pod maybe sooner, or maybe another plan where she is full distraction against Frieza. Whatever it is, it's going to be in the next chapter of Vegeta X Bulma on Planet Namek. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Let's see who won #End of Video Squad. The winner of today's #End of Video Squad, the soul that decided to stay till the very end of my previous video and drop #End of Video Squad on their comment, is going to be Connor Haney. Hey, what's up, Black Squad, Early Squad, and #End of Video Squad. That is a true G that you do all the squads that we have to our name. Thank you so much, Connor. What's up? Always down to talk to you guys whenever I can. You are the motherfucking squad. It is going to be Blackscape signing off. Take care, guys.
Subscribe for more content.